Alrighty. Hey folks. So tutorial's done, so we need to go to Weynon Priory. Alrighty, so to explain what's happened. So I played for a little bit more on stream, but the game was like extremely laggy. So we were able to get through the sewers fine because it was a pretty closed area, but as soon as we like went outside, it was like extremely bad. Now it seems like it's going pretty good actually, for the most part. We'll see if it keeps being like this. So this is going to be just a recorded series instead of a streamed series. So something a bit different. Not something I would usually do. Pretty much almost all of my series are streamed rather than recorded. Apologies, I just need to tab to make sure that everything's working okay. It looks like it indeed is mostly going okay. Okay. But yeah, just too much for my poor PC to handle. Crap. But yeah, I got up to Weynon Priory, and then I couldn't actually leave Weynon Priory. So, like, every time I would leave Weynon Priory, the game would crash. So, I'm hoping that whatever was causing that problem isn't going to keep being like that, but I guess we'll only be able to find out once we get back there. If there is a problem. Oh, nice shot. But definitely the frame rate is a lot better when I'm not streaming, so still using the PNG because just for performance as well, but so you still get to at least some look at me while I'm playing the game. I know it's not as visually impressive or anything as the model, but that's okay. Grab some fur greaves, we can put those on. So, oh yes, I'm not wearing like any pants, that's the problem. So this is pants. Fur greaves. There we go. Alright, nice. So we're heading to Weynon Priory. So I did meet with Jauffre. I was able to talk to him fine, no problems, but it was when I was trying to leave the building. The game was not very happy with with me for that. The game was like, oh, you can't leave the building. It literally crashed like 5 times, and it actually, like at one point the OBS recording just like corrupted. That's how bad it was. But it seems like it's performing much better now. Obviously not ideal. I would love if I could get the game to be at higher graphics, but that's just my PC right now, regrettably. I probably also need to start clearing some stuff off my computer. I've got too many games. At this point in time. Games that I don't really play very often. Okay, I think we're getting attacked, aren't we? Yes, we are. Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs. Nice. Alrighty. So we're off to Weynon Priory to see the wonderful Jauffre. Yeah, everything looks really nice, but it is, the colours are definitely more muted. Oblivion was very colourful. But this game is not super colourful compared to the original. So we can sprint, which will give us an athletic skill. It's pretty crazy that athletics and acrobatics are just skills in this game, like running around and all that sort of stuff is part of your level ups. So I know there's more guys here. I did kill them before in the now lost segment. Nice, good kills. Yeah, the bow combat in this is pretty fun, actually. It feels very satisfying. It actually feels like you're having some impact on the enemy, which is nice. And having more than a 1x critical multiplier is also really good. Sorry, a 2x critical multiplier. So let's get to Weynon Priory. So I'm planning to do, in terms of the main story, up to the Kavach. Whoa, what the frick is that? What are you? Imp. I'm trying to get up to the Weynon Priory. Not Weynon Priory. I want to close the first Oblivion gate, so it makes the Oblivion gate spawn in the wild, basically. I want to unlock that feature, which doesn't unlock until you've done that quest. So I feel like it's worth doing up to that part of the quest just to tick it off so that you can then do the side Oblivion gates, because you need that for, I think it's enchanting and stuff like that. I'm paranoid. More imps. Where are these imps coming from? Oh. Where are you guys coming from? Is there an Oblivion gate around here? Surely not, right? I mean, while we're on the way to the Priory, we might as well explore a cave, right? I don't see any reason why not. Could be some good loot in there. And in my Skyrim playthrough, I was having a lot of fun actually exploring all the caves and such. So let's see what's inside Finger Bowl Cave. And maybe we can figure out what's causing the game to crash when I leave Weynon Priory. Because if it crashes when I leave here, then the game is just cooked. Unfortunately. Yeah, leveling up is quite slow in this game. But it's much more meaningful. It's the same as Skyrim's level up system. Sorry, the original game's level up system. Leveling up increases the enemy pools. So once you hit like level 10, you're no longer fighting, you know, rats and stuff like that. You're just basically exclusively fighting massive demons and such. Just an interesting little system. Good crit. Shit. There we go, nice. Take everything, because why not? More arrows, perfect. A book, Advances in Lockpicking. That's a skill book, very nice. We gain 1 point in security. But yeah, I think the point... It's like 25, 50, 75, and 100, I think, give you bonuses. It's like the Adept, Journeyman, Expert, and Master. So it's when you get to multiples of 25 with the skills, you get some type of bonus. Am I right? Yes, I'm actually 100% correct. Awesome. Sneak attacks are a lot deadlier. So what's my highest skill right now? Acrobatics. You can dodge by pressing right-click and space while moving. Oh, that's interesting. So it's like a... It's a dodge roll type thing. That is very cool. That's completely new as far as I'm aware. I do not recall that from the original game at all. Let's go this way. It's the skeleton. Treasure. Lord Crypt, oh my goodness. Where have I stumbled across? Like, what is this place? I don't know. Oh, let's go, I guess. Lord Crypt, why not? This is like a nothing area. It's called Finger Bowl Cave, but it's got like multiple floors and stuff like that. Kind of nuts, if you ask me. No time to die. You need to get used to the arrow drop. Okay. So you usually don't want to click it the first time. You want to see what kind of tumbler it is and how quick it like drops and stuff like that before you proceed. Oh my goodness. Money, a ring, helmet. Okay, sweet. That was some pretty sick loot. I guess that was the titular lord. I don't know. Do I feel good about grave robbing? Not really, but I hate to say it, but I need that stuff more than whoever that guy was. I think I just yeah, I did trigger a trap. One more. Very nice. Stealth feels a lot better in this game too. Like, it actually feels like I can actually, you know, avoid detection and things like that. Very nice. More lockpicks, very nice. Yeah, I can't remember exactly how you get the skeleton key, whether it's part of the Thieves Guild or it's part of something else, but once you get the skeleton key, the security skill becomes irrelevant, because you can just literally spam the auto-pick function, and you'll open up every door. That's the main reason why I didn't tag security as one of my major skills. Because I figured, well, if we're going to get the skeleton key anyway, there's not really any reason to tag it. Because sure, it's easy to raise, but it's not really good. Alright, I was not expecting this rando, like, nothing cave to have something of import inside it, but here we have it. There's still a whole other direction to explore, so there could be even more good stuff in here if we're lucky. So this is the way out, so this is the way forward. So I do at least want to fight all the skeletons. I could use the XP. And I could use the items, and hence the gold. And having lots of bone meal never hurts as well, because we can do some alchemy potentially. Oh shit. I don't know, I always found the idea of skeletons getting killed by arrows kind of comical. Because how does it even hurt them? Some more alchemy ingredients. I can't remember, maybe it's this game that I was thinking of where you gain the alchemy stat by just eating ingredients. Because I know you don't in Skyrim. But I had a recollection that you could gain it from doing that. So maybe it is this game. Servant crypts, alright. Well, let's see what's inside the servant's crypt then. I would assume it's not going to be anything as valuable as what was in the Lord's Crypt. Not that the stuff in the Lord's Crypt was terribly valuable anyhow. Nice. It was decent enough. A couple of, like, rings and stuff like that. Can't complain. Do you not carry arrows? How do you use your bow? Doesn't really make any sense. How can you be an archer without any arrows? Like, the arrows that I pulled from you is the arrow that I shot you with. Count Boots Tome. This is like a magical tome, right? Oh, so the books aren't just like a one use and they disappear. You keep the book. Oh, that's a ghosty. I don't have the weapon to hurt ghosts. You need silver. I mean, somebody was saying, I think it was, no, I'm not gonna try and fight the ghost. It seems kind of risky. Gutenberg in my chat, when I was streaming it earlier, said that, the club counted as a silver weapon for the purposes of fighting ghosts, but I don't know, I'm not 100% sure. Let's just get out of here. There's still plenty more cave to be explored. We needn't fear the unknown. Okay. Right, so this way is further exploration. Oh, he lived. Looks like the boss skeleton or something. Alright, and that's the end of the cave. Alright, well that was a fun little detour. Pop down a quick save. Yeah, I'm gonna try... I didn't go into the ruins, because the ruins, I think, are not a place for a noob straight out of the sewers to go to. But for the most part, I'll try and explore, like, caves and stuff that I see along the way. It makes the game more interesting. You get to experience more fun stuff if you explore everything. And I'm not playing with the deluxe edition of Oblivion Remastered, but I do know that there's, like, all the... It's essentially the base Oblivion Remastered has all of the original DLCs, except for the horse armor. And I think the deluxe edition has, like, extra stuff. Okay. Okay, we can exit into the world. That's already a big improvement over what was happening before. Which was I couldn't leave Weynon Priory. I'm going to jump around everywhere because I want to increase my acrobatics. Jump around. Jump around. Jump up to get down. Yeah, getting a high acrobatic skill is good because it lets you jump really high. It's not as crazy as it was in Morrowind, but it's still pretty good. Oh, I took a nasty bit of fall damage there. Fort Empire. Alright, let's check out this bit. Why not? It's on the road. We may as well. Probably just going to be bandits inside here, I suspect. So let's take them out. Because we can always use some levels. Nothing wrong with getting some level ups. You know, the strat in Oblivion that I always followed was you don't level up. You just stay at level 1, so then you're fighting rats the whole game. Even inside the Oblivion gates, you'd be fighting rats and shit. Oh god, why? No, 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 no. There's no indoor segment here? Fort Empire. I was expecting there to be like an indoor section. Or something to that effect. Maybe not. Oh boy, I don't know why the poor frame rate has returned. It's turned into MS PowerPoint. That almost killed me. Yeah, my health should regen in time. Okay. Pray that we can actually get through Weynon Priory this time. I mean, it's literally just can I exit Weynon Priory without the game crashing? I really have no clue what was like causing it, because I tried doing it both like while recording, while not recording. And I was just, like, completely cooked. It didn't matter what I was doing, because I thought, like, okay, maybe I need to, like, not be recording and then exit. But even that, it was like, nope. It's a very strange situation, for sure. There we go, acrobatics increased to 41. Nice. Let's actually regain our stamina because we do need it for fighting. Be. There we go, goodbye. It's great that they've made it that the enemies actually have impact from the attacks, because both Morrowind and Oblivion suffer from the same thing, where combat is not really physics-based or anything like that. It's basically just, you swing your weapon and the game decides, okay, it hit or it didn't hit. And if it hit, it just does damage. It doesn't cause any sort of impact to the enemy. But they've changed that here, which is nice. They gave it some thought. Which is always lovely. Athletic skill is increased as well. Yeah, athletics you literally just level up by running around. It's like in Rune Factory. There's the walking skill, which you get by, you guessed it, walking. Okay, we have to take the Amulet of Kings to Jauffre. So we'll go and do that first and foremost. Alright, and fingers crossed the game isn't just going to crash. Alright.
I'm Brother Jauffre. What do you want?
The Emperor sent me to find you.
Emperor Uriel? Do you know something about his death?
He gave me the Amulet of Kings.
You brought me the Amulet of Kings? This cannot be. Let me see it.
Here you go.
By the Nine! This is the Amulet of Kings. Who are you? How did you get this? What do you know of the Emperor's death?
Tell him the Emperor's last words.
As unlikely as your story sounds, I believe you. Only the strange destiny of Uriel Septim could have brought you to me carrying the Amulet of Kings.
Close shut the jaws of Oblivion?
His meaning is unclear to me as well. The Emperor seemed to perceive some threat from the demonic world of Oblivion. The Prince of Destruction, Mehrunes Dagon, is one of the Lords of Oblivion. But the mortal world is protected from the Daedra of Oblivion by magical barriers.
How can Oblivion threaten us then?
I'm not sure. Only the Emperors truly understand the meaning behind the rituals of coronation. The Amulet of Kings is ancient. Saint Alicia herself received it from the gods. It is a holy relic of great power. When an emperor is crowned, he uses the amulet to light the dragon fires at the Temple of the One in the Imperial City. With the Emperor dead and no new heir crowned, the dragon fires in the temple will be dark, for the first time in centuries. It may be that the dragon fires protected us from a threat that only the Emperor was aware of.
The Emperor asked me to find his son.
I am one of the few who know of his existence. Many years ago, I served as captain of Uriel's bodyguards, the Blades. One night, Uriel called me into his private chambers. A baby boy lay sleeping in a basket. Uriel told me to deliver him somewhere safe. He never told me anything else about the baby, but I knew it was his son. From time to time, he would ask about the child's progress.
So the mother must
it
have
seems
died,
that this illegitimate son is the heir to the Septim throne, if he yet lives.
Where can I find Uriel's son?
His name is Martin. He serves Akatosh in the chapel in the city of Kvatch, south of here. You must go to Kvatch and find him at once. If the enemy is aware of his existence, as seems likely, he is in terrible danger. And please, let me know if there's anything you need. My resources here are limited, but I will help in any way I can.
Alright, what assistance can you give me?
I keep a few things here in my chest to resupply traveling blades. Help yourself to whatever you need.
I don't want the alchemy parts, but I won't steal from my boy. Okay, leather greaves. I'll take all your potions. Steel bow. I'll also take. Okay. So leather. Drop the fur armor. I can also equip the steel bow, which is marginally better than the other bow. I can drop the rusty iron bows. We really don't need them. Alright, this is where the game was crashing before, so fingers crossed it'll work this time. If it doesn't work, then I really don't know what I'm going to do. Alright, come on. Alright, there we go. Already progressed further than we did before. I know you might think that like I'm joking or something, but I'm actually like 200% not joking. Like literally, probably 4 times I tried to exit that building and it was just crashing over and over again. So I'm glad that I had the save from before. There was an autosave still from when I had just left the sewers. So I was able to utilize that. But we're gonna head straight to Kavach. We're gonna take on the first Oblivion Gate, as I mentioned. Because I think that's a really good way to start the story. And then I think the next quest after that is we're supposed to meet at, what is it called? Cloud Ruler Temple? We'll worry about that another time. For now, I just want to get the Oblivion Gate, and then we can maybe start doing some guild stuff, which could be really fun. Because the guilds in this game are much, much, much better than in Skyrim. The Skyrim guilds, it feels like you're in the guild for like 2 seconds, and then they make you the leader. Like the Thieves Guild, you don't even really have to be stealthy. You can just do whatever you want. You can just kill everybody. As I mentioned, I'm not going to explore these ruins, I don't think. They're a bit too spooky for a baby like me. Wendier. Just heading straight for Kavach. We get to meet Sean Bean. Sean Bean voices Martin Septim. Yeah, they spent like almost all the voice acting budget on those two. Patrick Stewart and Martin Septim. Oh, sorry, Patrick Stewart and Sean Bean. They spent like the whole voice acting budget on them, and then they had the same like 5 people doing all the other voices. I mean, they did a good job, and they certainly made some iconic voice acting. That's the biggest compliment, I think. Is the voice acting in this game is super, super, super iconic. You know, stop right there. You violated the law. Pay the quarter fine or serve your sentence. All that sort of stuff. It's just iconic. It's awesome. Yeah, if you can't be remembered for being amazing, be remembered for being kind of wacky and memorable. Very framey, that's okay. Just discovering a location. Alright, let's check out what's inside this cave. Rock Bottom. Isn't that like a thing in SpongeBob? Rock Bottom? It's like the other city. It's like the evil, like, part of SpongeBob's world. I dodged that, like, barely. I saw the trap, but I saw it too late to actually not press the pressure plate. Great to see that the enemies still don't give a shit if you kill their friends right in front of them. Oh, baby, a triple. I wonder what happened to that kid. That whole generation of people playing COD. A lost generation. Okay, that is a tripwire. Not sure if I can kill the rats. I think they're kind of stuck. That's fine. Can I shoot you through this gate? No, I cannot. I don't know how I got sneak attack shots there. They were definitely very aware of my presence. Not that I'm complaining. Stealth points are always welcome. I've leveled up. Shit. Am I ahead of it? Where was he trying to go? I'm really not sure where he was actually trying to get to me. Steel shield. Okay. Steel shield's interesting. Not that I'm a shield guy. I'm a bow and arrow kind of guy. So I think we actually have to go to a bed to level up, if I recall correctly. Yeah, I'm not gonna, like, do the memes of, like, you know, deliberately not sleeping to raise my, whatchamacallits, to avoid raising my levels. I'll play the game the way it's meant to be played, in video. The Conjuration skill allows you to summon powerful weapons, armor, and creatures to aid you in battle. A journeyman of heavy armor has it degrade more slowly. Okay, onwards to Kavach. So it seems like it's going to be a bit of a persistent issue when we leave caves to have some frame drops. That's manageable. I can live with that. Fort Dirick. Alright, I mean, we can see what Fort Dirick's about. If there's a bed there, we can sleep to level up. I suspect it's going to be full of bandits or goblins or something like that. Being detected by what? The Shrine of Sanguine is over there. It's the guy sitting down here, isn't it? No, I thought this was like a person like perched up against the wall. Silly me. What was an inside of this fort? Let's see what's going on inside. Yeah, when I played Oblivion and even Skyrim, like all those times, I never really explored a lot of these small locations. Same with Morrowind, to be honest. I just did quests. So if somebody gave me a quest, I would go somewhere, but I wouldn't just explore random areas. It definitely makes the game more interesting if you explore every little nook and cranny. Well, not every little nook and cranny, but more than just what you're required. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's a specific button for reload cancelling with the bow. I'm just pressing R to cancel. It seems like it's working pretty well. What's this? What are these, like, torches made of? It's like some sort of magical creation, I suspect. That is a ghost. I don't have a silver weapon, so I can't actually fight that ghost. So it's best if I can avoid the ghost. Alright, what do we got? Heavy armor repair text, some other stuff. So yeah, boost to the armor skill, very nice. Yeah, we can sell these books, because once we've got the value from them, skill-wise or stat-wise, there's no real reason to hang on to them, so we can sell them. They're worth a little bit. 20 gold, roughly, is like the cost price. Obviously, the value that we're going to be able to get out of it is not going to be remotely near that. We're going to be able to get 5 gold or something. Anything? No. Wasn't sure if I'd be able to loot those. Oh, zombies. Zombies look interesting. I kind of think they looked more gross in the original, to be honest, but... Ouchie. There we go, easy. So could increase to 19. Okay, so it seems like I do know how to do the lockpicking in this game. Ouch, 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 ouch. Alright, well if there's ghosts here, I can't really do terribly much about them, unfortunately, so I think I'm just gonna have to bail. They shouldn't pursue me outside, I don't think. Shouldn't? They shouldn't. Whether they will or not, I suppose remains to be seen, but they shouldn't follow me. Let's keep heading towards Kavach, I suppose. So where's Kavach? It's to the southwest. Sorry, Mr. Rat. We can discover the Shrine of Sanguine before we head over. So there's danger quests in this game, like in Skyrim as well. Oofy. Sanguine is like the Daedric god of like hedonism and all that sort of stuff. So everybody here's having like a party or some shit. You know, why not? Let's talk to these guys. You have to save yourself.
It all feels good. It's all fun. Why not?
Okay. What about you?
I joined for the parties and stayed for the parties. Why would I go back to work? That life is for suckers and fools.
Can't disagree with that. Shrine of Sanguine. Sanguine demands a more powerful champion to begin this quest. Ah, okay, so I have to be a higher level, I assume. Okay. Well, there's an incentive to get some levels. Because some quests are specifically tied to certain levels. So we'll need to get some levels to do some of these quests. Yeah, this isn't going to be like an 100% playthrough, I don't think, or anything like that. Given the performance of the game, like on my computer, I don't know how much I'll play, but I'll try and play as much of it as I can. I do at least want to do like the main story, some of the factions and stuff like that. You draw power from the well. That's what? I don't know what that is. Is that another Daedra Shrine? Oh. We should reclaim our arrows. We do get most of our arrows back, so we're pretty self-sustaining. Ah, it's a Aelid rune. It's not a Daedra Shrine. It looked like a Daedric statue, but it's just an Aelid rune. So the Aelids were like the civilization that existed before, like Cyrodiil and all that sort of stuff. I'm not sure exactly what they're all about. You probably have to play the Elder Scrolls Online to actually learn anything about them, I suspect. I feel like to a large extent that's like the state of Elder Scrolls lore. It's just like, if you want to learn more, just play the Elder Scrolls Online. Talwynque. Oh, it's a wolf. I thought it was a freaking cougar or something. No bodies, no people. Just a wolf. Fair enough. Can I sleep here? You cannot sleep with enemies nearby. What enemies are nearby? Deers? No, they're not enemies, they're deers. Another iconic meme, though, from Elder Scrolls, you know, the whole you cannot rest when there are enemies nearby. Yeah, no idea where these enemies are supposed to be. Oh well, we'll just keep going. Oh. I mean, I'm being... Something is alert to my presence. Is it the deers that are counting? Surely not. Like a boar or something? What is that? Hmm. Weird. I do want to get this level up. Really don't know. Okay, so there's a wolf somewhere around here, but it's not making itself terribly obvious. Alright, we'll try and rest one more time, if not... Oh well, we'll just keep going. They better not be counting these deers as hostile enemies. Like, I know they're not like friendly towards me or anything like that, but they're not exactly enemies. They're just animals that are trying to live their lives as best they can in this world.